Mr. Joshua Simpkins. So, Josh is here.
What's good, Empire Nation?
What's good?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
Trying to figure this thing out. Where am I
Take your time.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Well, we have here a comment. We have it from Corey, and Corey says, "All the rage, love your work and what you do. It's almost a lost art." I appreciate that. Shout out to Corey Patterson.
Nice.
I appreciate that, brother. I do. So, gentlemen, we're here for a particular reason. As you know, I think we discussed this before about how we really want to bring attention to. There's some beautiful, lovely ladies in the sport of bodybuilding. Me and David ourselves have met some of these ladies up close and personal, and I like this. I always want to promote anybody, especially a woman in the sport. Recognize their passion, their commitment to the sport, and also again recognize that there are again some amazingly stunning women. So I put together a little list myself, and I told the guys, hey, drop whoever you feel like you want to talk about, and who's in your list. We have here. Shout out to my man, Chris Cross. It says Cross One. It says, why does David have Coca-Cola bottles in his?
I can tell you about that. My coworker, like 10 years ago, when they were putting names on the Coke bottles, and because I have like two first names, that David and Brian, she actually found that in her fridge. So she got a picture of it, and I thought, man, that's perfect. I'm just going to use that for my profile. So I like that.
That's really cool. I mean, that's nice. That's good that a friend like that really gave you support and shout out. So gentlemen, what I'm gonna do is this. Our usual suspect is Alex, and Alex, he's not here today because he got himself a new job. And with his new
nice.
With his new job, it's gonna take his time away from the show. But you know what? He sent me his list. So I want to do this for Alex first and get it out of the way.
All right, let's hear it.
I like Alex. He's a great kid. I've got a chance to meet him. Maybe in the future I get to meet him again. So Alex wrote his list. He put in a few names. Some names I had to change because some of the ladies he put in were not physique or women's bodybuilding. They were some other divisions. I say, this is exclusively about women's physique, women's bodybuilding. So the names I have here for Alex. So I'm gonna start off this first lady here, and Alex is a fan of hers. I'm gonna say, I think I've actually saw her myself. Both me and David saw her when she was at Tampa.
Oh yeah, Barbara Mugen.
Barbara Mugen, Barbara she's been competing for quite some time. She originally started out in women's physique, but later on made the switch over to women's bodybuilding. She's originally from Brazil. She's been competing quite some time. I think the last show she did was it Tampa or was it
I think it was Masters Olympia, I think actually maybe.
I think maybe Masters Olympia. A lady, she has great muscle density. She's all right looking. I can't lie. She's decent looking. I will give her that. I mean, both me and David actually talked to Barbara when she was at Tampa.
Yeah, there's a bit of a language barrier with her, but yeah, she's really super, super sweet and beautiful. I got to see her at the Olympia too. She was there not competing, but as an audience member. And man, she's just one of the nicest ladies I've met.
It's pretty good. I mean, I think she has a good muscle density, a great body, a great look to her. Very feminine, mature lady. We hope might see Barbara make her return in competition sometime soon. Also, she's wearing the Bad Rap logo.
Representing Bad Rap.
Yeah, shout out to Bad Rap. Shout out to Eunice. And you got my hat down here. Now, one more Alex name that Alex dropped is a name that me and David are very familiar with. And it's a lady that has been a guest on our channels. Even David has made it a personal. And this is one Miss Sherry Priami, Mrs. Sherry Priami, and I will honestly say,
Okay.
yes,
She's awesome.
Sherry
Love her.
is.
She's so beautiful. Yeah.
She is an attractive woman. You know, she's a mother
Mm-hmm.
of 3 kids. She works as a dental hygienist. She's been competing for quite some time. She's been as like just like Barbara. She was winning physique for a good bit as a pro, and then she made the switch to women's bodybuilding. She's been qualified for Olympia twice in
Yeah.
women's bodybuilding. You know, she's also been working with. She's been a bad rep sponsored athlete in the past. You know, Sherry's an amazing lady. She's a great look to her. I mean, you know, she's been a guest on my channel a couple of times. Amazing body. I can't look at this. This is from I think right when she did Chicago back in 2024, which got her.
Look at that, amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she's amazing. You know what? I
She has a-
actually like her look a little bit better with glasses. I think she looks so pretty with her glasses. But yeah, she's gorgeous. Oh, Natalia wrote in on the comments, by the way. That's cool. Wow.
Oh wow.
well,
That's pretty cool. Hey, Natalia.
Natalia,
Hey, Natalia.
we got here the current, you know, Miss Olympia champ Natalia Cuejo just popped in, and she just give a little wave. Wow, thank you, champ.
Wow. The champ is here.
Yeah, the champ is here. Well, since she's here, I'm gonna do this for her because Alex also put her name on the list. His list is for physique. And
Yeah.
Natalia, she's all right. I'm not gonna say she's my cup of tea, but I do respect her as a competitor.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta be me. But she has a great look to her, a great physique. You know, she's been a 2-time Miss Olympia champion in physique. This was where she wanted the channel back in 2022. People I've talked to like her personality. You know, she's a young lady who's coming up. She's a doctor, Dr. Cuejo, if I forget to acknowledge.
Yep, doctor.
You know, done pretty good for herself in her career. I mean, you know, she's also been a promoter. She's promoted shows like the Triple O Dynasty. She also promotes a show in Brazil, which is her home country. You know, I think she was down there about a few weeks ago. I was doing a live. She popped in one of my lives. She was talking to me, and I said, you know, yeah, I mean, this was some stuff crazy that, you know, a couple weeks ago had a situation that happened. But Natalia, she's an impressive young lady. She has a great physique, a great look to her. I think one reason I think the judges with her this year compared to Cheryl, because it's a little bit more feminine aesthetic to her compared to the former champ, Sarah Vilgas. And, you know, she has really evolved. Like I said, she's been competing for quite a long time. I'd say since
long time too.
Pretty much since I think her early teens, if not. And, you know, she has been in, you know, she started as a figure competitor. Then later on, we switched over to women's physique. She's been a top 3 competitor the last 5 or 6 years. And, you know, like I said, again, she's considered a very, very popular competitor among a lot of the bodybuilders in the sport.
Yeah, I always thought she's one of the sweetest too. She's just so nice and really gracious with the fans. And yeah, I really like her a lot. She's really sweet and beautiful, great, excellent physique. I remember back when she competed in figure, and but she always looked great. She always had just excellent conditioning too.
She has aura.
Yeah, her physique has evolved over the last few years. I mean, she's really has put on some size and density. I mean, here she is at the Olympia just this last year. Can it be? Can this be about 3 months ago? And this is when the sign was due that she was going to, because you know when we put you in the middle and they don't move you. That's when you know that I think she knew she was going to be the champion.
Yeah, she's great.
So shout out
I
to
love how she comes in on your live sometimes too, because I've seen her do that before, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she did that. When I did an interview with Tracy Gow, she came in doing the live, and you know, Tracy was very excited. We got here a comment from my man here, C Cross. One, he says, Sherry Priami is taking a break. I don't know if she's competing this year. Well, that's a possibility. You know, she got to take a break and rest a little bit.
I actually heard that she is thinking about coming back, but it would be like a later show. But which is great. I'm excited about her coming back.
Yeah, probably something like maybe there's Atlanta. There's also, you know, the Rising Phoenix last year was your top 3 qualified for the Olympia, so that's a possible, you know, late show she'd do. Shout out to my man, Chris Cross says Barbara Jean is a great athlete. Yeah, I agree, Also, he says this about the Titan. Titan is respectful ambassador of the sport. Yeah, cool. Also, it says she's always outgoing and nice. Nice, not going. All right. We just got another gentleman just popped in. Or my man, I saw him pop in, but something's going on, so we give him a minute and we'll straighten it out. Now, next person on my man's list here is he mentioned is a lady. I honestly agree. Yeah, I think she's very attractive. She has a different look compared to some of the ladies. A little bit of kind of emo extreme bit, you might say, and that is Angela Yo. As you know,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I can say Angela, she has a great personality to her, a great physique. As you know, she's been for the past 3 years, she was top 3, or actually she was second runner. She was the first runner up to Andrea Shaw. But last year she's gone to the 4th place. The big question is we're going to see her try to get a qualification for next year Olympia. Amazing body. I mean, her conditioning is pretty much is usually on point. I think it was a little off this year. She's beaten.
I mean, she looked better at the 2024. My personal opinion.
I think that was the best look. I don't know what I'm just like I said again. She might have came in a little too soft this year, maybe, or just not as conditioned, or just that Ashley stepped up a little bit more. But I'm a fan of Angela Yost. I've even talked to her a few times.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, she's like really sexy too. She's pretty hot. Honestly, she really is. Yeah.
She's this is her lovely husband. They've been together for quite some time. He supports her. They have a very alternative lifestyle. This is one time they're sitting driving together in a in a hearse. But I mean, she has a great physique. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's aesthetically beautiful, but also she's an attractive woman.
Yeah, like it is kind of cool how she and her husband are kind of like into almost like a cult type stuff. It's pretty interesting, but yeah, she's awesome though, and really sweet too. She's another one that's really gracious with her fans, and she loves her fans. So I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we love her too. I think she's a great lady.
That's right.
One more person from Alex's list I'm going to put up here, and I think you gentlemen will agree she's very, very attractive lady, and that's one Mrs. Patty Hansen.
Yeah.
All right.
She's great.
I mean, Patty, as you know, she's been a pro since around about, I think she turned pro around 2020. I think it was 2020, and that was at the Miss International. She's from, I think, Washington State. She's been competing quite some time. This year was her best year, being in the top.
She put on some size.
Being top 3 Atlanta, also the Grand Prix, and also at the Steve Carr show. And I know, David, you got to see her because you were there at Steve Carr.
I did. Yeah, I got to actually speak with her and her mom. Her mom looks like her sister. I mean, her mom is looks really young, real attractive lady too. And but yeah, no, Patty was great. It reminds me too. I meant to follow up with her on an interview, and I never did that, so I got to do that again. But no, Patty is a gorgeous woman, and made a lot of improvements on her physique. I think she's going to get. Oh, hopefully she gets to the Olympia this year because she's kind of knocking on the door.
Yeah, we have here a man, KL the Wanderer. He just popped in. Appreciate it, brother, for coming through.
What's going on, everybody?
How's it going?
What's going on? This is from here, C Cross saying, no offense, but Andrea Shaw is almost unbeatable. Only person comes close to me is Ashley Jones, but a bunch of great female bodybuilders in the sport. That's from Corey. This is from a man here, DJ Jeff. He says, hey, George. Hey, brother. And also you want to say, hey to KLA. He says, is that okay that I get my list through here? Yeah, just drop the names in. I'll mention them. So we go back again, with Patty. She has really improved in this year. I mean, doing 3 shows. I know a while back there was a situation where she was competing in Chicago. I think that was in, it was 2021, I believe, where she.
Oh yeah, back in Chicago.
Yeah, it was in the Chicago, in Georgia, Atlanta, and
Yeah, but
yeah, she nearly fainted. And I remember I saw that video. I mean, it was crazy. I remember people telling me how, what's she doing on stage? Why she get off? I mean, they brought us a bottle of water. And that's crazy. I mean, you should look out for your athletes. Hey, tell them to step down. She'll be all right. But she's also a mother of two kids, a boy and a girl. And she, like I said, she's really been through some stuff. She didn't compete for a couple of years, and then she was dealing with that. And then she finally came back, and really, she has really made some big improvements since her return. So, one person here that Alex, he only had a couple ladies from women's physique, and one lady I'm going to mention that also I think is very impressive, and that is Zama Benta. I
Yeah. She's
Zama,
amazing.
she's
Yeah, she's
she's stunning.
beautiful. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, look at that back.
I mean,
Look at her shoulder traps.
I know she's
she's
impressive.
just,
She's really pretty too.
yeah, she's attractive. I mean, she last competed at Tampa, actually the Olympia, but I did see her at Tampa. It's one thing we see these ladies on video or on a magazine, but when you see them up close and personal, it's a totally different level. I
Yeah,
mean, she's very impressive. I mean, I know David, he interviewed her a while back. Her husband was there as a translator.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was great. It was a good interview too, and yeah, she's an amazing woman. Um, I think it was that James Cook who does the FT video. He said something about like she was like a cleaning lady in Brazil, and he said like wouldn't it be interesting to have her clean your house. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
I mean, I think guys will pay for it. I mean, just a little French outfit, French made outfit, and just and again, like I said, also she's a mother. She has two sons. And that's one thing why she was doing that, because she was going through a relationship which was kind of abusive. But then, she got out, and bodybuilding was something that really helped her, because one place she was working at was a gym, and she was cleaning the gym and also working out. She's currently married now, because I said again, her husband was a translator. With David's interview, that's him right there. It's pretty decent dude.
yeah,
And again, I would say, undeniably, she's a very appealing woman. I think this is a pretty good choice, I would say.
yeah. She's very feminine, I think, and then, yeah, I kind of I don't know if this will be controversial, but I like the fact that she and some of the other ladies don't necessarily have the breast implants. I think like the natural looks a little bit better, So, but, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
yeah.
piss some people off saying that.
That's nothing wrong. I'm not a big fan, because today is a lady's birthday that I might mention her later in the video, in the live stream, that it's her birthday today, and she's a attractive lady, and she also has breast implants that we got here. Shout out to my man here, Jeff. He says, "Is that okay? As I said that was like." He says this is from C Cross. He says Zalabita is a boulder of beauty and muscle. Yeah. And also he says this. He says, "What is Zama like in person, David?"
I think she's really nice. Yeah. Again, again, there's a language barrier, kind of similar with Barbara Muchin, but from what I've seen, just talking to her, and she seems really nice with the fans, and she appreciates the fans very much. So I like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got one more name. Got a couple more names here on Alex's list, and one lady's here is Julia Foray. Julia is from, I think it's Switzerland.
She's
Or is it
awesome.
Sweden? I think she's from Switzerland. She's also been an actress, a performer. She last competed at the Steve Carr show. She's been a pro since, I believe, 2018. She was doing physique for a bit, but then later switch on to women's bodybuilding. Impressive lady. I mean, she actually, I found out that last year, I found out that she moved to Texas, where that's where she's been living. Because I know I saw some videos of her hanging out with Asha Hadley, who's another lady who's a very attractive lady. I mean, she has a great physique, great potential. One thing I don't like is that she got a tattoo on the face. I just, to me, it kind of, she has great natural beauty, but something like that kind of takes away. But she has a great look to her. She's, I hope maybe we get to see her right show, right time, maybe get her Olympic qualification.
Yeah, I saw her at Steve Carr Classic too, and she did look really impressive. She needed a little bit more conditioning for sure, but
Yeah.
and I think that's been an issue for her for a little while. But I do think she's really attractive. She's really pretty and um, very personable too. You know, she's been living in the States for a while. I think she's in Texas now. I think I think she's in Texas.
Yeah, yeah, because I know Eunice told me that because she was hanging around a lot with Ashley Hadley one year when I think it was like was it last year, and then somebody I think Eunice told me said, "Oh, George, she moved to Texas." I said, "Wow." So Texas is coming Mecca. I think this is reason one.
Hmm.
This is another reason
That
why.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah, well,
It's
this is
true.
another reason. This is another reaon why we need to get a women's bodybuilding show in Texas where people like, Julia, Mela Ashley Jones, Brittany Parrish. I mean, it's a long list
Hmm.
of women bodybuilders in that area. And that'd be great to have a show. Maybe you can get some women to come to those shows because there's not a lot of shows in the West Coast for women's bodybuilding, even for women's physique. There's a handful here and there for there. But Julia I like Alex's choice. The last one for Alex, I am going to say this lady, I myself got to meet her up close and personal. I even got a hug, and I think she's cute. And I honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
Ashley
right.
Jones.
Oh God,
Ashley
yeah, she's awesome.
Jones. Ashley Jones, Ashley she started her pro career as figure, and then she a few years ago went up to physique, and then she transitioned all the way to women's bodybuilding. Now she is number 2 in the world to my girlfriend Andrea Shaw. I mean, she has amazing potential. She works as a coach and a trainer. She also last competed at the Steve Carr show where she won that show. She's already
Yep.
qualified for the Olympia, that she's number 2 in the world. But you know
Mhm.
what? This is another reason why I'm saying, because she lives in Texas also, why it should be more of a demand for competitions in Texas.
Yeah, I think she's future Ms. Olympia. She's just phenomenal, and God, again, what a sweetheart! Just nicest person.
Yeah, I
Would you say
remember
that too, George, when you met her in Tampa?
yeah, I remember she was walking by the booth. She stopped talking a little bit, and I grabbed her by her hand. I said, Miss Ashley, sitting here seeing you for so long, I wouldn't know this. I don't. When I saw you, I didn't say I knew there was a God. I knew there was a God. She laughed.
I knew her.
Yeah, because I think she's an amazing lady. She was there for one of the clients
I
was
knew her.
competing. She's really has she's still a good coach. She's also being coached by Andrew Vu. He coaches like the Taekwondo, Jessica Padilla. I mean, several women in the IFBB and quite a few who are upcoming. I mean, this is one of her clients. She just turned pro, I believe, at Nationals. Impressive lady. I mean, you should not maybe get on for an interview. But Ashley is just generally, from what I heard about her, she's a great lady, beautiful sister. And, again, I love my chocolate sisters. Can you
Yeah,
believe she's 35 years old? She turned
35.
35.
Wow.
She's a November baby like myself, but she's not a Scorpio because she was born a little bit after Scorpio. So, but she's a great person, a great personality about Ashley. I am a fan. So, I hope maybe she shot me out on my channel a while back, right after she did the Olympia. I like to thank her for that shout out. It's really great when she took time and says, thank you, Mr. George, and we hope to meet you again. I would love to meet her in the future.
Yeah, that was
We have
awesome.
here some comments here. This is from a man. Uh, this is from a man. DJ says Melissa Freeman. All right, and Yvette Bova. All right, that's all right.
All right.
All right. This is from a man. C. Cross. This says Julia is impressive. Yeah, she's impressive. And also, this is from my man DJ says, Chad Quayle, Abby Poe, that Quayle is one of the beautiful ladies, I think, and I commented on her. Yeah, you commented. Okay. Yeah. So gentlemen, I would say, who wants to go first? Um, You know, you want to go? I think I let David go.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it from David.
Let's
All
go,
right.
David.
Y'all probably know who the first one coming up for me is, but because she's my favorite. She's one of the few that got me tongue tied when I met her in person. I was like, oh my god, so beautiful. But Susan Matheson, I just think she's amazing and
Hard on
keeps,
there.
keeps getting better and better too. She just keeps improving, so it's amazing.
Well, I would say she is a lovely lady. Like I got to meet her myself when I was at Tampa. I even did a little interview because David touched my girl, so I had to get my payback with his girl.
I
So
know you're touching my girl.
Yeah.
yeah. So I will call even enough. You had your hands around her. I shook your girl's hand. You had your hands around my. I'm gonna let that go, brothers. I'm trying to let that go. But Susan's been a game for quite some time. She's been a pro since I think the good mid of the 2000s and wins physique.
Yeah.
She took a break a while back to step away from bodybuilding. She got her first Olympic qualification at Omaha back in 2024. I think impressive lady. I mean, great muscle development. One thing about her that I think one of the biggest standouts about her is great set of abs. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
great upper body. I mean, she is an impressive lady. She looks pretty good, especially you get to see him up close and personal. She's been a two-time Master Olympian. She competed last year. She was number two, right behind. No, I think she was number two. She's number two behind Nala Silva.
Yeah.
She looked really impressive. She did the show just a week after doing Tampa.
Yeah, that's true. I was surprised that she came in. I thought it would be tough for her to come in such good condition, but I think she came in even better for Masters O after Tampa. Um, but yeah, just really pretty yeah, her physique just keeps getting better, man. She's beefier this year
Hmm.
too, so I'm excited about her competing this year. She said she's going to do an early show, like maybe in May. So I'm hoping to see her. So, but yeah, pretty amazing. Look at those abs, jeez.
Yeah, I think
You know
that's
what I'm
probably
saying?
one of her best features physically. She has great dominance development. She's also working with I think Best Built Bodies. That's Dom Slice. Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
coach. He's also working with Amanda Machado, which is she just did an interview with Amanda. David watched it. I might look at it later when I get a chance. I mean, I was working on some other stuff, but she's a impressive lady. I mean, she has a great look to her, very feminine, aesthetic. I mean, she could do good. Maybe the right show. She's thinking of May. Two shows in May are New York Pro and Pittsburgh. Thing is, you just got to hope that Natalia does not complete those shows where you might not get qualification. Here we got a shot here to a man, C. Cross. He has a comment. He says, Ashley Jones to me is phenomenal opponent to Andrea Shaw, but who knows? NWO might come back this year with a better package, coming back to take her second place again at Miss O. Yeah, but she got to get
Mhm.
to Ashley and Lavenia Barros. Also, we have here, this is a man, Corey, says, Ashley is a powerhouse, just my opinion. I feel like Andrea comes in like who's going to be in second place. That's true.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's true.
Shout out
Hmm.
here to my man, Chris C. Cross. He says, Susan Matheson, wow factor. Yeah, I feel you, David. She is stunning.
She is. She's the wow factor.
And
That's right.
Cross says, I wouldn't be tongue tied too if I ever met Susan Matheson in person. Okay, David. So who's next? Who you got?
I one that's really I think really attractive is I think it's under Yulia. I think Yulia.
Gavasiva. I think it's Gavasiva. I think that's her name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gavasiva.
Oh my
Yeah. So
God,
she's from Russia.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
I
that girl
truthfully
is
agree
so
with you on
pretty.
that.
Oh my God.
She is an attractive woman. I mean, she's been competing for quite some time as a pro. She's originally from Russia, but she lives in Dubai. She was being coached by Nasir Harrison, but she just switched coaches. She's made Olympia qualification last year at the Portugal Pro. Impressive physique, great, lines, great femininity. Some say
Hmm.
I feel like she could do women's bodybuilding.
I think she could. I got
Yeah,
to
give her
meet
a year off.
Yeah,
Yeah, take time off and maybe work on the size. Put on more definition. But she does have a great feminine look. Some of these Russian ladies, oh wow, I mean, what's over there? What's in
yeah.
the water? I mean, communism make you that sexy? Well, not communism anymore. They're supposed to be free now, but still, under Putin, it's still kind of communist. But she has a great look to her. I would say, yeah, I got to give you that, David.
Yeah, she's really pretty. I got to meet her at the Olympia meet and greet, and just briefly, but yeah, I was impressed with her.
Yeah, we got here a guest, my man. DJ Jeff just popped in. Hey, Jeff.
What's up?
Hey,
What's up?
Jeff.
How are
Hi.
you guys? Excuse me. I was gonna let you go. You list David, and I have my list. My list is in the chat, but never mind. But I'll let you go. But you list David, and then my list is in the chat because it is. I agree with about it. It is. I agree with what she's wearing on her shoulder. I agree about muscle. I think it's important for guys like me, especially, to be impressed by all these ladies, which I'm impressed with right now. As we have a Monday, it's MLK Day. Joe, did you look at my list? Because I was gonna let David do his list, and then my list is in the chat.
Okay.
Mila who? Not Mila ass.
My list.
Oh,
is in
your
the
list,
chat.
your list in chat.
Yeah.
You put a few names here and there. Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
I see this one he dropped is Lloyd Conley,
Yes.
Alicia Romero, and that's it. Okay. Lloyd is an attractive lady. I would give her that. Yeah. Alicia Romero, that's a name that's kind of new to me. The most right.
They on Instagram. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we got here. My man C says, "Hell yeah, she is very attractive woman." Thank you. And also, he says this to you, David. Says this is a good list so far, David. So,
Thank you.
David, who's next for women's physique? Because we're now you mostly do women's physique. You want to jump to women's bodybuilding? You have bodybuilding you like?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you already covered some of the ones I really like in women's bodybuilding. That's good. Yeah, let me think about that for a second.
Well, just who we have next is for women's physique. So we cover pretty much.
Oh yeah. For women's physique, you already mentioned her, but I really like Amanda Machado. I always thought she was one of the most
All
beautiful.
right.
Yeah.
Amanda Machado, as you know, Amanda is from Recife, Brazil. She's been competing for quite some time. Her fiance Dom run Best Built Team, which is a coaching team. They work with people like Lavinia, Sarah, Susan Graham. Also, who else? There's a lot of ladies. Tiana Flex, can't forget Tiana.
Yeah, Tiana.
Shout out Tiana Flex.
Yeah, she's been a pro for quite some time. She was busy last year. She did 3 shows. She did the New York Pro. She did Omaha, where she got a qualification for the Olympia, and she did the Olympia. I believe she's the top 10 in that show. Press physique, great lines. She's also is an educator, which is understands science and health and fitness. I would say, I agree with you, brother. She is a very stunning, attractive woman.
Yeah, she is. She's really attractive, and I thought it was great that she got to her first Olympia this past year. I honestly thought she'd already been to the Olympia. I was surprised by that she hadn't been there yet. So I was like, dang.
Yeah, that comes by surprise too.
Yeah, because she's so impressive. She's been around for a while, but yeah, very impressive woman.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's all about the right timing in shows, depending on who's going to make it. If you do a show where you have the the Tice Whale cracking the top, winning the show, then hey, you don't have a chance. But she has a great look to her. Very feminine. She's hanging with Chelsea Dion, her fiance Dom. That's when they was at New York Pro. She also has a YouTube channel. She did a couple of interviews recently. One with Tiana Flex, one with Susan Graham. Impressive lady. I mean, I got to give it to her. So,
and then there was a women's bodybuilding, and now that you mentioned her earlier, just now, but I think Tiana Flex is gorgeous. I just think she's one of those beautiful women.
Mhm.
I'm so impressed with her her physique. You know, she just keeps getting better and better, and I like her husband too. Tony is really cool. But yeah, and you know, she's Masters O champ too. I was really impressed with that, and got to go to her first Olympia this past year.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, you know, she's a lovely lady. We both had done evens with her. Her husband, Tony Flex, is a cool dude. I say that we had to do his little speeches like that. Tony, I feel like I'm listening to the South African.
Yeah, he always does like a little speech every morning or something like that, don't he?
Uh-huh.
George, you got still? He froze.
George froze, I think. Yeah.
Hello?
Josh Force.
Where's the Joker? I mean, at least get the Joker up here.
Don't get him started with that, Dave, please.
Oh my God.
No, no, I got you. Oh man.
Or the Jake Wood.
Oh man.
I think he just gotta come back, turn off.
Yeah. What if you have to?
Yes. He's
What
also
did
in North Carolina like me, and the weather is interesting. Oh, we lost
really?
him.
Yeah, he'll come back. He'll come back.
Yeah, he'll come back. I bet. I didn't know if him dropping off would affect all of us, but it looks like we're all still able to stay on.
Yeah.
Yep, we're still here.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how this technology works.
Here he comes back.
Hey,
There's the Emperor.
it was just a little. I think I had a little, issue. But going back to David, as you mentioned, Tiana Flex,
Yeah.
amazing lady, been competing for quite some time. Originally from South Africa, just great book tour. She just made her first Olympia, and I got to give her a shout out because she's been both our guests on our channel.
We
both
can
her and
hear
Tony.
you.
Oh, I can hear George. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't.
Oh no. Oh, that's
No.
weird.
All right, but y'all can hear me, can y'all?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Well, here we have here again from a man Cross. He says Susan Madison did an interview with Amanda Machado on her podcast. Yeah, David told me about it.
That's worth a look. That was good too. Good interview.
Amanda is supposed to have an interview with Brooke Walker soon. That's the name right there. That's the lovely lady.
Wow.
Yeah, Brooke Walker.
She's awesome.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Shout out to Brooke Walker.
Tell me, George, I can't hear you.
I don't know what to do, brother. If you can't hear me,
Huh.
it got to be something on your end. If everybody else can hear me, yeah, just go
Should
in and go
enter
out
and come back in?
Yeah, do that. Do
Yeah,
that.
that's- you might need to,
That's a problem.
Okay, let me do that, George. I'm coming back.
Okay, so anyway, David, you want one more, or we want to go into the next person?
I'll give you one more. And she's in bodybuilding too, but I still Brittany Parrish is just one of the most beautiful women out there, man. She's gorgeous.
All right.
And I actually got to meet her for the first time too at Steve Carr Classic this past November, and yeah, she's stunning. I wasn't tongue tied around her because I already kind of felt like I got to know her pretty well, but yeah, she's really pretty.
Well, I know both me and KL got to interview Brittany, and also you got to interview. She's also part of your live one time when you had her doing. I think you were doing the talking about the Steve Carr show. And
that's true. Yeah, I had her and Austin Carr on, and your screen's doing weird things, George.
Yeah,
oh, there it goes.
Got it straight now. Yeah, and Brittany Parrish, she goes by the Real Wonder Woman on IG. If you want to follow her, she's a beautiful lady, I would say. She's been a pro for about a couple years now. She turned pro at the North Americans. She finally made a pro debut at Steve Carr. She also works for a roofing company. She also did prep food and other stuff, and I think she has lovely eyes, a beautiful smile. I think this is a lady that we hope maybe next year we get to see her, you know, qualify for the Olympia in the future. She's a lovely mom. She has three daughters. Her oldest is like I think about 21 now, 22. Two little
Yeah.
girls. She's just dressed as Wonder Woman. As you know, that's the
that's a
moniker.
full
She's the real. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's she is the Wonder Woman. I mean, she's working. She works with a
Mhm.
roofing company in Texas. Her husband used to be a firefighter. So shout out to him. You I think we'd like to see her compete in the future. If there could be a show, maybe close to her, maybe I would say if she had enough time, maybe do the Arizona Pro or do Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
I know a man, a female muscle, Jeremy. He did an interview with her where she was planning on doing the Romania Muscle Fest, but then she changed her mind and she decided
Yeah.
to do the Austin Car Show when it was promoted.
Hmm. Yeah, she's pretty amazing, and
Mhm.
um, yeah, she's again another one who's really great with the fans and just really appreciates the fans. And I think it's kind of amazing she's a mom of three because she doesn't look it. She looks too young to be mom of three and have a 21-year-old daughter too. It's amazing.
Yeah, so some of these women I've met that I'm surprised when they tell me how old they are, and I say, "What? I thought you were younger than that." Because bodybuilding can really, kind of make your life a little healthier. So, David, that's yours. So we'll go with our man Josh Simpkins, and
All right, which
shout to
one?
Josh.
All right, which one do you guys want first? Women's bodybuilding or women's physique first?
George, I'm writing down my names.
Hmm? Hmm?
How about bodybuilding first, Josh?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
you can go
all
right
right.
first.
Well, you guys want it? All right. Number one, Lavinia Barros. She just has aura about her.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
Uh,
like.
and number two, you're
ooh.
gonna love this one, George.
Let's
Andrea.
stick with Lavinia first. Let's stick with Lavinia
All right.
first before we jump into anything else. And as you know, Lavinia, she just reached the top three for this year, which not for last year. So she's qualified for the Olympia. Just recently, she had a passing. Her father passed away just a
Oh
few months
yeah.
ago. My condolences to
Oh, I didn't
her.
know about that.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, I know. I mean, they were very close. He also himself competed a bit as a bodybuilder, so that's inspiration. He inspired his daughter
Oh,
to be a
wow.
bodybuilder.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know
you
about
know,
that. Wow.
yeah,
That's
she's a
good.
lovely young lady. We both got to see her at Tampa. She's really done pretty good. Jumping from, I remember when she got her Olympic qualification back in, I think it was 2022. She didn't do too good. She kind of bottomed out, but then popping back up, and now she's number three in the world, right behind Ashley
Exactly.
Jones and Andrea Shaw.
Yeah, she's on Best Built team too. She works with Dom and Amanda.
Hmm. Yeah, and like I said, she's not even 30 yet because we turned pro. I think
Nope.
she's like
Wow.
26, 25. And this might be a year when she turned 30. Impressive physique. I mean, wow. She's really her look has changed over the years because before she didn't have the implants. Again, I'm
Uh-huh.
not a big fan of them, but she's very impressive. I would say that. So,
Yeah, she's amazing.
so as you know, Josh said his who's next for him, and and he stole my thunder.
Oh, sorry
But
about that.
that's all right. That's all right, brother.
Oh,
We,
that's
we
your
all know
girl.
this is
Uh-huh.
that's my girl. I mean, the lovely Mrs. Andrea MacArthur. I mean, Andrea Shaw. You know, Andrea has been the six-time Miss Olympia champion. She's been a pro for at least a decade, just about. She was originally doing when she first started was figure, but later she took some time, break off, came back, got a qualification back I think in 2018, and I think it was the Olympia where she got a qualification at. Then she made a pro debut. She switched over to women's bodybuilding. After 2019, she became the new Miss Olympia champion when they brought back the Olympia back, women's bodybuilding back to Olympia after almost, I would say, 6 years because it was 2014 was the last time. She's a great lady. She's a mutate sponsored athlete. People talk highly of her. I honestly say like that. Yes, she deserves it.
Josh, what you like about her?
Oh man, I'm gonna be saying this word a lot. She has aura. I mean, she is the mecca of women's bodybuilding right now.
Yeah, she's amazing.
hmm She
And
puts in the work in the gym, and
she's
man,
real,
I always been a fan of
real
her.
restless for the sport, because she is really good with the fans and just always such a positive person.
Yeah, and she's also promotes the Triple O Dynasty along with Sid Gillen. It was her and Whitney Jones, but I feel like this year, Whitney wasn't not gonna be part for this year. One of the few shows, which is the first show for Women's Bodybuilding for the season. She's also a Nation sponsored athlete, and a lot of people talk so well about her because, you know, she. This is like I said. This is from when she competed, when she guest posed at the Steve
Yeah.
Carr show. I remember when I first got to see her was she guest posed at the Savannah Pro, and she looked amazing. She was just maybe 3 weeks out from the Rising Phoenix. I remember my man, shout out man Keith. I hope he's doing well. He's recovering his knee surgery. He says that George, when she's on, she's on.
Yeah.
hmm
She's sexy too. She looked really freaking awesome at that guest posing. I was like, wow, man.
She did.
She got the crowd going too. Oh my God. She's, yeah, amazing woman.
Yeah. So who's next for you? Josh.
Oh, before you get off,
All
Andrea,
right.
real quick, I was curious if you guys have seen the new Olympia documentary because supposedly Andrea's in a fair amount of that.
Yeah, I heard. I saw some clips here
No,
I
and there,
saw.
but
Yeah.
no, that looks
but I
interesting.
don't.
I would like to
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
don't have. Yeah, I don't have a streaming service. I do streaming, so maybe I'll wait till it pops up on YouTube or something like that.
Did you saw it, Josh?
Yes, a little bit of it. Yeah,
Oh,
it was pretty good.
did you see the part with
Yeah.
Andrea?
Well, yeah, yeah. It was just a very brief moment, though. I don't want to really spoil it for you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
but
cool. Yeah, I want to
that was
see
my
it.
concern. I remember when they were talking about this. This is for the 60th anniversary from 2024. I thought they're going to really not be a lot about the women's bodybuilders or any other female divisions or other than bikini. But then when I saw that they even had interviews with her and had some ladies from the other divisions outside of bikini, I would say, wait, that's maybe something worth watching. So, Josh, who's your next on your list?
Well, next up, Empire Nation. Her name is Hunter Henderson.
Oh, yeah. Hunter's great.
Hunter.
Yeah.
And she's like just like Levy, she's young, and she has potential. Hunter, she's been a pro for quite some time. Actually, the same year she got her pro card, was the same year she made her pro debut. She got a pro card at USA's back in 2021. Made a debut at the Tampa. Took second to Mona Persillet, who won that show that year. Took some time off, and then she came back 2024. Didn't get her first qualification till she did the Grand Prix show. She competed at Chicago, which took second to Sherry. Impressive young lady. She's been a power lifter in the past. Still probably one of the top power lifters in the sport. She really has impressive physique. I would say. I would say she's a attractive
Yeah.
young lady.
I really like her a lot. And I think
Every time when she winks,
oh, go ahead.
I'll say every time when she winks on stage, man, I love that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I like when the fact that she built her physique on powerlifting before she did bodybuilding. And yeah, she's amazing. God damn, that physique is something else. And she's really pretty too.
Yeah. I
hmm
also, like I said, got to see her when she was Tampa because her friend, she was there competing at Tampa. I got to see her there. I also did an interview with her friend Brianna Terry, who made her announcement she was going to do the Mexican Pro. She didn't do too well at the Steve Carr show because we thought she's going to probably crack the top 5, maybe get top 3, but she still looked good. She looked still impressive. There's quite a few things she need to work on, especially coming this next year. She can probably make those adjustments and probably become in better condition.
Yeah, I think the conditioning was a little bit off at Steve Carr, but she still looked amazing though. I was impressed with her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I
So
was.
Josh, yeah. So Josh, who's next for you?
All right. Next up, we have Renya, the Phenom, Tamascan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Rinya. As you know, Rinya just made her pro debut last year. She was originally doing wellness. Renya's from a mixed background. I think her she's part Israeli, part I think what was it, David? Because I know
Palestinian.
David Palestinian. Yeah, David interviewed her
Yeah,
a while back.
Palestinian. Yeah, kind of interesting
Yeah.
combo because those are warring factions, you know. But
But
yeah,
sometimes,
she was right.
well, sometimes in
And
war
pretty-
we find love, in strange places. As you know, Rinya got her pro card at the USA's last year, and they made her pro debut at Tampa. She even cracked in the top 5 at that show.
Mm-hmm.
Presently, I saw on the Female Bounty channel that she might be doing Chicago this year.
I hope
That'd be
so.
great. Yeah, I could see her winning and getting her first Olympia too.
Yeah, I think she has a great look to her, very feminine, nice, beautiful long hair, great muscle development. I mean, coming from wellness all the way up to women's bodybuilding. I mean, she did compete at a show, I think with the Samson Classic, where she did women's bodybuilding, women's physique, and she decided to get a pro card. I think she did women's physique and women's bodybuilding USA's, but decided to make a pro debut in women's bodybuilding. I would say it's a big jump. Most competitors say, let me do physique for a while, and then I'll just go ahead after a while, eventually go to women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the most popular bodybuilders out there, even before she turned pro. I mean, just
Oh
people love.
yeah, she was making a name for herself.
Yeah, and how many followers does she have, George? She's got over
Oh,
200,000, I think, right?
Let me see. We look at the top. She has over 250,000 followers on
Wow.
IG, and that's pretty good. She goes by the Phenom, and she is, I would say, she is phenomenal. Impressive young lady. She has potential really to really become a up and coming in this sport. It was a great opportunity for me to be when I was at Tampa to see her make her pro debut. I think she can do well.
Oh, there's her Gilco
yeah,
video, man. I like those Gilco videos.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Me
good
too.
coach. Yeah. Okay, Josh, what's next?
All right, UKL. You guys are familiar with this woman. Her name is Mary Alice, Miss Beefy, Demond.
Yes, Miss
Oh
Beefy.
yeah.
I actually follow this person on YouTube and Instagram. I'm a follower of her. I like Miss Beefy. I'm happy that
Let's go.
like
Calm down, but take it slow
I'm
down.
sorry,
Slow
like
down. Calm down.
I'm sorry, excuse me. It's just gonna be. I'm very happy that I believe it. Oh, somebody interviewed recently, and she has a YouTube channel. It's gonna be. She has a YouTube channel. It's gonna be encouraging, like She encourages like young people like me to be able to be like the next IBB pro, which I'm gonna be going to Greensboro, North Carolina, for the IBB show for my first time ever.
Well,
Yeah,
Mary
she's
Damon,
amazing.
Mary Damon is a lovely young lady. Me and Kayla, the one that had interviews with her before. Kayla interviewed before I did. And she is beefy.
She is.
I would say that.
Yeah.
I know she is planning on possibly doing a pro qualifier this year. I think she has great aesthetics. She has great physique. She kind of reminds me of a younger version of
Call it
Alicia
Demond.
Young.
That's who she reminds me of.
No,
Well, yeah, her too.
not. I won't say call it Gamon. No, maybe the height. But when it comes to muscle and development, I would say she's more close to Alicia Young than Carla Gamon.
Okay.
Carla Gamon, she was, but she was like a little shorter. She also, she's a coach. She's also works with people when it comes to training. She gives good advice. Amazing young lady. She has a lot of potential to grow in this sport. I mean,
How tall is she?
I think she says she's like 4'11". She's about the same height as Michaela Aycock.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, so she has a lot of potential to grow. She's still a young competitor herself. Just I think she's in her early 30s. Impressive. She this was last year was her bodybuilding debut at the Mid America Winter Classic. She competed both women's bodybuilding and women's physique, but she won the qualification for regional qualification in women's bodybuilding. I think she was third in women's physique, but she's an impressive lady. I think she has a lot of potential.
She does, yeah. She's really, really pretty too.
Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah, yeah. So next up for you, Josh. Who's next up?
All right. We have the beautiful that has the best condition, Elizabeth Moline.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
I'll give it to you, Melissa.
That I got.
Well, you can always pick some others. You can drop some others that he doesn't have. But Elizabeth, I just recently interviewed her. I think have you interviewed Elizabeth yet either?
I've interviewed her, but like a couple years ago, actually.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Oh, okay.
And she made her pro debut just this year. She's from Minnesota. She's been competing for quite some time. She was doing physique and women's bodybuilding. She got a pro card at North Americans back in 2023. Was it 2023? Yeah, 2023. And she made her pro debut at the Steve Carr Classic. Great look to her. I think she did pretty good for her first bodybuilding show as a pro, cracking the top 5, beating out like someone like Connie Henderson who bids Olympia.
She does. She's got a tremendous physique. Look at the legs, man.
I mean, look at her.
It's like tree trunks there.
He's that tree trunk.
Yeah. It's great aesthetics. I think she's a big girl too. She's she's not no little wallflower. I mean, she has a great look to her. I would say honestly, very feminine. She's also a coach and trainer, where she's working with people, also competitors too. She's giving a little advice about how to handle a little arm under your fat. She hasn't say if she's going to compete this year. Maybe, depending which show. She lives in Minnesota, so maybe a possible show for her, maybe Chicago, or maybe she might go to Toronto.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Yeah. We got here
now for
we got here from man C. He says Miss Beefy is Alicia Young 2.0. Also, he says Elizabeth, I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah. What you got next, Josh?
All right, on the WPD. All right, I'll give you guys a hint.
What's the hint?
The laugh.
The laugh.
Oh, Tracy Gow. Tracy Gow.
Yeah. He was like, what's the hint?
Tracy Gow, yes, the lovely Miss.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was like, what's the hint? That was pretty funny.
She is from down under. Tracy, I will say yes. Tracy is an attractive lady. She's been a guest on my channel, both me, KL, and David have interviewed her. Great personality. It was last year. She not only got her pro card, but she also made her pro debut at both and also made her Olympia debut. She last competed at both the Masters O and at the Rising Phoenix. She was top 3 at that show. She's a great lady, amazing personality. She works in back Australia. She's been competing for nearly 20 years in sport of bodybuilding. She has a great personality about herself.
Yeah, she got a nice physique. I like her physique.
Yeah, I do too.
I remember in the interview I said to her,
amazing.
Yeah, I remember in an interview I said, you know what? You have Olympia level physique. And no more than 2 weeks later, she won at the Toronto Super Show. And she got her qualification for the Olympia that year. I think she was in the top 15 for the show. This is from the Olympia from 2024. She looked really good. Hoping, she has a great personality about herself. She's a very passionate lady too, because she posted her and her husband, because her husband originally from Iran, and there's some stuff going around in Iran. And he posted some videos talking about it. I respect her. I mean, we've been in contact a good bit. I remember we did a little panel. Her, me, I think David were there, and I think KL, and
No, I wasn't
I think
there.
you were there. Okay, Trish.
I was on the chat.
Yeah, Trish Wood, Cheryl, was it Cheryl? I think, and also May, Robin Mays, as they talked about right after the Master Olympia in Japan. You just saw that the promoter of that show has been banned because he didn't pay the competitors their money. But she
That's right.
has great spirit. She has a great laugh here. Here she is.
Also doing everything that makes you happy and enjoying all your favorite things and all your favorite people, right? Yes. All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Her husband is a really cool dude. He's very Fashion Nova type of guy. So, got to give out to Tracy Gal. So, who you have in WPD, Josh?
All right. Ooh, you guys gonna love this one.
Go ahead.
Paula Ranta.
Oh, Paula. And that's the one lady I got to meet. I mean, she is young. She's just still in, I think, mid-20s, about 26. She really has evolved. As you know, Paula turned pro around about 2020. She competed in figure originally. Then she made a switch to women's physique in 2024, and she qualified for her first physique compared to Olympia last year. She's originally from Finland, and she has a great look to her. She's really, like I said, there's potential. Like I said, she's still young, not even 30 yet. There's potential she can even go to women's bodybuilding someday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'll be something.
Yeah, because you remember, Ashley was women's physique. I mean, figure and physique, and she made a move to women's bodybuilding. Look at now, she's number 2 in the world. But like I said, I talked to her a bit. I remember she told me she was going to do Texas. I think one year she did at least 7 shows, and then last year, counting the Olympia, she did this 6.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah, just her physique is crazy. I mean, like I said, again, she's still young. I hope she takes it slow because we don't want her to burn out. She's
Yeah.
Again, she has a lot of potential. She was with Nasir also, but she also switched and got a new coach.
All right. Who else we have here? Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure you did an interview with this woman not too long ago. Her name is Roxy George.
Oh, Roxy. Yeah, Roxy's a nice
All right.
lady. Yeah, I think she's nice. Just finished the interview with her. As you know, Roxy is sponsored by Bad Rap. Roxy just finally got a pro card at the national championships this past year in December. She took some time off from bodybuilding to work and live and whatever else she want to do. And she finally made her return. This I think was it about the summer. Did a couple of shows. Qualified regionally for the for nationals, and she did both women's physique and women's bodybuilding. But got a pro card in women's physique. She's a great lady. I really like her. She has a great personality. She's also a competitor that lives in Texas, where there's a lot of opportunities for competitors. I think she's a nice lady. I really like Roxy. She has the same last name as she has the last name George.
Yeah, George.
Yeah. So what you got next?
All right, for WPD. Ooh, Dave's familiar with her. Cuban Muscle Barbie.
Oh, Blanca Rodriguez.
Blanca Rodriguez. There you go.
I would say yes. She is an attractive lady. I mean, she has a great physique about her, great personality about her. She's a coach and trainer. She was originally in Florida, but then she made the move to Vegas. I know she's seen her working with. I know David had a picture with her and his girlfriend.
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, Blanca's, me and him both have interviewed Blanca. She's a lovely lady. I mean, she has a great physique. I mean, she has a great future in sport.
Yep, she sure does. She
Yeah,
got
I
great
think
tips
she
too how to
last,
work out.
yeah, I think she last competed at the Rise of Phoenix, actually Arizona Pro. Hope we see her do some more shows.
Yeah.
We are here from man C saying this says, gotta get off y'all. All right. Thank you, brother, for coming through. She's a press lady. I mean, she also, before she got into bodybuilding, she was a power lifter and also did some CrossFit. So maybe we hope to see her. Maybe I don't know. She had a discussion. She talked about how she feels that the women's physique division, ladies are getting a lot bigger, and
Hmm.
because the division has changed. Great physique, great potential. Maybe right show she might get a Olympic qualification in the future. Alrighty.
Right.
So we
Right.
have what you get. Yeah, you get one more.
Yeah, one more. I'll just do one more. All right. For WPD, I'm going to have to go with Autumn Swanson.
Autumn Swanson, that is a legend. Autumn has been in the game for quite some time. Since
Been in the game
the
for a long time, my man.
Yeah, she's been also a multiple-time Olympian. Um, Dr. Autumn Swanson. She did take a stint for a while, competing figure for a bit. She's been also Arnold classic competitor back in the day when Arnold had women's physique and women's body. Well, actually, women's physique at his show and women's bodybuilding. She's a wife and a mother, coach and a trainer. Her and her husband, sometimes they do lacrosse play. He dressed like Conan, and she dressed up kind of like
Yeah,
a
cosplay.
cosplay, together. She just got a qualification at the Atlantic Coast this end of the year. Impressive lady, impressive physique. I think and is again, this is going to be probably her third or she's been to Olympia at least a good many times, and she has cracked the top 5 as a physique competitor.
Yeah, she's doing really well in that category too.
Hmm. Yeah, she, like I said, she competed also in the Mexico Pro, where she took second to Natalia Cuello, and
Hmm.
now she's going to both. She won both at the Atlantic Coast, both the Open and the Masters 40 plus, which qualifies her for 2027 Masters O.
All right.
Yeah, I know David interviewed her a while back. I think our man David, he popped out. He might be. Let me check see if he's gonna drop a message to maybe see. But thanks to David for coming through. But she's a lovely lady. I've seen this interview with her. Uh, she, to me, she fits the criteria of what is women's physique. If you look at her.
Yeah, most definitely.
Mhm. So okay, so we're done with our man Josh. We're going to hear my man KL now. KL, he's not. You don't know as many ladies, but he knows a few. So you want to drop the
All right.
ones that you want to announce
I
and
mean,
recognize.
the way you saying it, like I can't like look at other women or something like that.
But
This is what
you say you don't
you
follow sport like that, brother. You know, just busting
like
your
you
balls.
calling me out. I'm like I got a list and you over there. So I got a few. I had to hear all this stuff. But anyway,
Go ahead and drop
what I
it.
got was Alex B. That's my first one. Alex B. I
Okay.
forgot.
Alex.
Alex B. IFBB Pro.
Yeah, Alex. Alex competes. She just made
Alex
her pro
Blankenship.
debut.
Let's go.
Yeah, Blankenship. Alex just made her pro debut at Tampa. I got to meet her there, and then did an interview a little after that. She also did uh, the Atlantic Pro, and also she did the Masters World Championships. She's like I said, she's a tiny little thing.